In today's video, we'll be camping in the Phoenix desert heat. But before we get started, I had a little mishap with the windshield. Luckily, I know somebody in town who can take care of it.
Gotta get all this rust out of it. At least it's in decent shape. We're getting down to metal. I gotta get this down to bare metal, down to good metal, before I prime it for the rust inhibitor. But yours, you don't have cancer, which is a hole through there. But the problem is this thing gets a little crazy sometimes because that rust is just growing.
Yeah. Hey, that's the cleanest this truck has been, this dashboard has been in, 10, 15 years, so.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll make it so much better. It'll make it last so much better now.
Cool.
Because you were so rusted in there, but it wasn't to the point where it was fully damaged. This should help it, this rust inhibitor. Now let's see what we're gonna do. Oh, I wanted to blow off the rest of your dash. Yeah, so this is called backfilling a molding, so that these moldings blow off a lot because they're soft and they're large. You do this, but when it dries on here, it won't blow off. So on these, I like to run a round bead, so it also helps catch that molding. But normally I'd run like a V bead, but on these they seem to not. Sometimes it doesn't want to catch the molding, and then it blows out even though I backfill it. 100 degrees already. 98 tomorrow, that's what I saw, but... Tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow. But it's gonna get back down to like 93 or something on Wednesday. Spring. Yeah. And then it's gonna be supposedly in the high 80s after Wednesday. Is it?
Yeah.
That'd be nice. So... Oh, I'm trying to...
Yeah, I know.
Just cover up the yellow.
So we gotta leave the tape on there for what, like 24 hours or something?
Till tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow you can take it off.
Probably be careful on the dirt roads.
Yeah, you don't wanna drive too bumpy.
Okay. Okay, so that's just another example of shit happens. It's driving up here from Tucson. It happened like a few days ago, and I'm driving up here and somebody kicked, it was a bunch of traffic, like slow down. We were going about 20-25 miles an hour on the freeway, and somebody went racing by me and kicked something up and hit the windshield and put a big old hole in the windshield. So luckily I got a friend here in Phoenix who does auto glass, and so I got a deal because I don't have glass coverage, but so we got that replaced. Been camping out in the Arizona trust land. As a matter of fact, Brock was here last night. Brock Aussie Van Man, he'll be here again tonight. Basically up near New River Road and Carefree Highway, but I'll tell you, they are talking about trenching this whole area off. In fact, they're not talking about, they're going to do it pretty soon here. And so this won't even be public access land anymore, which kind of sucks. Anyway, so camped out right here. There's no bugs during the day, but at night there's some bugs around, so I'm not worried about my door being open right now. But I got my Starlink out. I'm putting that away. I'm putting this cord away that I was using to run from the generator to my second AC, and my chair away because I'm getting ready to head to Planet Fitness and work out. Not as many people here today, but what's today? Tuesday. It's Tuesday, so it's the 25th of March. And there were a lot of people here, and now it's a little bit more empty, although these rigs right here I never even saw a truck come out here that hitches up to them. There's another one over there. There's two over here. So the Planet Fitness I'm going to on Bell and like 59th, I think. And it's just the closest one to here, but it's still about a half hour away, almost. Today's back, traps, you know, upper back and traps. My workout, and gonna go get it done. I have 2 locks on this door already, but this is just kind of added insurance. And then this is the thing I definitely don't want to forget, because I had before. You get somewhere and you realize, hey, my step's been down for 100 miles or something, you know. Anyway, time to hit the road. Something else I wanted to mention, I don't know if it's my last video or the video before that, but I was talking about preparing to camp in the heat. And I actually had someone comment, you know, obviously from their air-conditioned living room in Phoenix, telling me it's not hot in Phoenix. Okay, so you tell me if you think this is hot in Phoenix for March 25th. All right, let's see what the temperature is right now. 91 degrees. See, to me, that's hot. 91 degrees is hot when you're camping, you know, when you're in an RV. Maybe not when you're in your air-conditioned living room with your pool in the backyard or whatever, but that's not the case. There is preparation that needs to take place if you want to, you know, survive the heat. So thanks for the comment on that video, but 91 is hot in the desert for camping. All right, let's hit the Planet Fitness. All right, I have to stop and get some gas first, but the gas out by New River Road, where the state trust land is, it's off of Carefree Highway. It's a Shell station, I think. Gas is $4.80 for unleaded. If you're watching this from California, you're probably going, "Oh, that's a great price," but in Arizona, not a great price. 305. Okay, so that was 24 gallons, and it's 305. And it was $4.80 out there, so that's $1.75 times 24. So we're talking about 35 bucks, and for about 38.50. I think I just saved $38.50 by coming to this gas station. It was about 20 miles away, so it probably cost me about $5.50 for the gas to get it. But you know, that's pretty good savings. This gas station is on the corner of Bell and 67th Avenue. So if you're in the area, West Phoenix, Peoria, you know, it might be worth it for you to go over here and get gas, because it's the only, everywhere else is like 360, 365 right now in Phoenix. All right, so I'm gonna go back to the gym now, Planet Fitness, but either that or I'm gonna go to Walmart first. Not sure yet. We'll make it up as we go along. So I think Walmart's gonna be the first stop. It's right here at 59th Avenue in Bell, so I might as well go in there first. Almost done, just need some kind of snack. Just got done putting some sodas in here, and so I'll have some nice cool sodas later tonight. The beer, it's already in here. That's going to be important. That's going to come into an important play tonight. Okay, and then the turkey sandwich meat's in there. Then I also picked up a second bag. I usually don't eat that kind of stuff, but I was really craving it yesterday. And some chips, some Pringle chips, and then there's the bread just for making sandwiches. So I have 2 stoves with me, a single burner and a double burner, you know, propane. Haven't used either one of them in at least 2 years. So all I really do usually is make sandwiches, and if I want something warm like soup or something, or one of those TV dinners that don't need to be refrigerated, that's what I use. Almost exclusively, everything I make is in that microwave. All right, let's get to the gym. I also grabbed this water bottle while I was back there. I had forgotten that for the gym. And last night I picked myself up a Little Caesars pizza just for a change of pace. Spent another night out here at the Arizona Trust Land, out at New River and Carefree Highway, or Lake Pleasant Road, I guess it might be right here. Anyway, like I said, this is going to be getting closed off soon, so this won't be available, but for right now, it's doing the job. Today I'm actually going to go back to Planet Fitness. I didn't film anything from Planet Fitness yesterday because it just wasn't comfortable. I don't know. Plus I didn't like the gym. It only had dumbbells that went up to 45 pounds, which is not, you know, pretty much nothing. So today going to a different Planet Fitness. Hopefully they have some better equipment and more equipment. This place didn't have very much. And then we'll see how the workout goes. Today is chest and delts. So I don't really need too heavy of weight, and I can't really bench anymore because my right shoulder is so messed up, which I showed in the previous video. I had to actually go through an arthrogram. I haven't gotten the results back from that yet. I'll be going to see that doctor on the, I think April 8th or 9th. And then I'm going back out of town again to Empire Ranch, but it's down towards Sonoita where it's cooler. And it shouldn't be too bad, especially at least at night anyway. So we did get a little reprieve from the temperature today. So I have multiple fans going. I've got this one pulling air out. I got this one I can't get to working anymore. I don't know what's going on. It's just like a $5 fan. Probably just need to buy another one. I fixed that one. I fixed that one. I think I talked about that already. That was basically just not being plugged in. Plugs in right here. And I didn't have it plugged in. It was laying over here somewhere. I have two of these power stations. I only have one with me today. So usually there's one sitting here and one sitting over here. Now there's like some of my bathroom stuff is over here. Only one of those 180 watt new power solar panels is working to charge those two power stations. It's going to charge one at a time, which is no big deal because I only use that power station for this fan, which isn't working now, and that light. Oh, and this battery charger. Each of those solar panels are 180 watts, and the battery on that power station takes it's a total of 516 watts, so about 50 amp hours each. And so, you know, 516 watts, and it takes I believe that's right. And it's a 180 watt panel, so in 3 hours it's full, and I'm only using, you know, maybe 20 watts at a time, so it stays pretty much full all the time. So let's see where we're at as far as the temperature today. Right now, and it's I guess it's a few degrees warmer right here where I'm at than the rest of Phoenix, but it's Wednesday. It's only 87 degrees today for a high, so that's pretty tolerable. You know, when it gets into the 90s, it's a struggle when you're in an RV. By the way, there's no hookups. I don't have power to run AC or anything. It's on a generator if I'm going to use it. And my generator is only 1400 watts. It has a hard time keeping the AC running. Didn't know that until now, until this trip. So here's our temperature for today. I don't know if you can see that. It's 82 degrees right now. So it feels like 83. It's probably 84 here, so it probably feels like 85. Not bad. And it'll be 64 tonight for sleeping. And since I'm going to be urban camping at the Rebel Lounge tonight, well, on the street in front of, or real close to the Rebel Lounge, that's important because I don't want to open all my windows up because it's all right on the street. I probably will open some windows. I've got these little locks that can go on the windows, and then they take Allen wrenches, so you can't just reach in the window and unhook it. You know what I mean? You can't just like turn a thumb screw and undo it. It's a little bit more involved in that. So I have one for that back window and one for this larger window right here, and you know, I'll only open it like 4 or 5 inches, so it's hard for somebody to get their hand in there. And then I've got this little window right here. I mean, if I'm in the truck, then I will leave this door open. So anyway, I gotta get packed up. Man, the wind is really nice right now. Look at us blowing the curtains around. Makes it a lot more comfortable. All right, so I gotta start getting packed up, put some stuff away. I'm leaving here in about a half hour to get to the gym. It's 11:35. I want to get out here by about 12, so I get to the gym by like 12:30, 12:40, and work out. That's an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes, and then get over to the club before 3. I need that spot, so I always have to get there real early. You know, I've done this before, and there's people parked there pretty early in the spot, and right on the street. So, and I need those spots because I don't want to be in somebody's private parking lot. So we'll see you later on, and maybe I'll get some video from Planet Fitness today. We'll see how comfortable it feels. All right, guys, here's what's going on. It's almost 1 o'clock. Last night we stayed, Brock, Aussie Van Man, in his van, and me in my truck. We stayed at the, not at the Rebel Lounge, but on the street next to the Rebel Lounge. I actually had a conversation with a couple of police officers, Phoenix police, that were here, you know, after the show was over, and told them that we were planning on staying right here because I wanted to make sure it was legal, or that they weren't going to do anything about it, at least. And they never mentioned anything about having to leave. They're like, you're not on anybody's property, so I don't know if the ordinance in Phoenix is actually you can just sleep in your vehicle anywhere. Now, I will say, like I said, it's about almost 1:45. It's getting pretty hot right now, so I'm gonna head back to Tucson. I was gonna go up north, but I saw that it's gonna be in the low 30s in Flagstaff and the high 20s at night, and there's some rain in the forecast, and it sounds like it's going to snow to me. I don't really want to be camping in the snow. Let me show you a little bit about around the area here where we stayed last night. Now, when I'm staying somewhere like this, I always, you know, the door's locked on the inside, but the hatch is also locked on the outside, so it doesn't appear as though anybody is in here. And, you know, I think that helps a little bit. So that's what I mean by the house being locked. I don't put the steps down or anything either. So this is the Rebel Lounge. It used to be called the Mason Jar years ago, and I used to come here back when it was the Mason Jar also. One thing that's making me a little nervous is I gotta edit a video for tomorrow by 3, or somewhere around 3, which is my normal schedule, Mondays and Fridays. At around 3, between 3 and 3:30, I put a video out every Monday and Friday, and once in a while maybe a bonus video on a Wednesday or something. But yeah, it's already, you know, after 1 now, or it's already 1 now, and I need to edit that for tomorrow. But I also have to drive about 2.5 hours, and I also have to work out and other things, you know. So I like to put a lot of time into my videos. I know some people just kind of throw it out there, but I don't understand why you would do that. I mean, if you're gonna do it right, you know. Go shoot for perfection. You're never gonna get there, but you can try. So we're at the rest area south of Phoenix on I-10. I guess they would say east of Phoenix on I-10. That's the temperature in the front of the box truck. So what's that, 88, 87? And in the back, about the same, 88. Yeah, about 88. You know, but with air movement, got a lot of fans going. It's probably a little loud in here because of all the fans going, but you know, it helps a lot. I had to stop because my transmission was slipping a little bit, and so I just put some of that slip fix stuff in there that I put in there before, and it actually works pretty well. Although I didn't have that much of it, so I put what I could in there basically. So while I'm here, I just thought, well, I'm stopping anyway, and it's warm, but not that warm. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and edit some video while I'm here. Oh, and right now maybe it'd be a good time to show you the shirt I picked up last night. Agnostic front, New York hardcore. Tell me in the comments if you like New York hardcore. I do. It's one of my favorite genres of punk rock. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get my computer out here. Got two computers in here, one Mac, one PC. It's a little beat up, but it works great. See, it's all kind of taped together there. And I'm not really even going to be able to get this thing completely edited. It's just that I want to have part of it done, because I have to do the overdub. It's too loud here to do the overdub. You can hear all the trucks and stuff in the background, plus all the fans. Probably have to wait and do the voiceover stuff tonight. Almost ready. Almost got it set up now. Get a nice refreshing Sam's Diet Cola, you know, the fancy stuff. Look at new packaging. New packaging on this stuff. And while I'm here, I'll probably make some lunch. Might as well. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out for another episode of Pit 4 Expedition. Hey, before you leave, maybe hit that thumbs up for me, and if you can subscribe and you haven't subscribed yet, please do that. That'd be awesome. Leave me a comment. I can get back to you, and it really helps the channel grow, and I'd appreciate it. So we'll see you next time down the road.